Good afternoon, I'm Victoria Norgard with your Tuesday edition of the Panhandle Roundup. A Torrington man drowned over the Memorial Day weekend. The Torrington Volunteer Fire Department dive rescue team was dispatched Sunday to Packer Lake, about 2 miles southwest of Lyman, Nebraska. That's where they found body of Joey Eaton and was recovered. A GoFundMe page has been created to help pay for Eaton's funeral expenses. The fire department strongly urges the public to take an extra few minutes to put on a life jacket if you plan to be on or around bodies of water. And 2 men are under investigation involving a sexual assault toward a vulnerable adult. 50-year-old Gregory Paul of Ord is being charged with first-degree sexual assault and abuse of a vulnerable adult. This after being accused of the crime on multiple occasions. Authorities say they learned of the assaults while trying to move the victim to a group home in Norfolk. The woman said that Paul had been assaulting her in multiple ways. Paul is also accused of taking her to Grand Island to let another man sexually assault her. His bond has been set at $500,000 and his arraignment has been scheduled for June 5th. And a Nebraska representative is speaking out about a farm bill that has divided the House among party lines. The bill sets farm nutrition, commodity, and conservation policy for the next 5 years. While the GOP calls it a conservative win, Democrats say it hurts families that rely on supplemental nutrition programs like SNAP. They say financial cuts would impact thousands of kids, and Nebraska Representative Don Bacon disagrees.
Anybody that is that threshold for SNAP, their benefits will not get cut. It will actually grow.
The bill passed in the House Agriculture Committee last week, and if it passes in the full House, it must be reconciled with a Senate bill. Democrats in both chambers say there is a red line drawn when it comes to cuts to food aid and reallocating climate funds. Now here's meteorologist Andre Brooks standing by with a check of your Panhandle weather.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria. And I'm here to tell you we had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend for the most part, and it's looking like it's a beautiful start to our work week here, and we are going to continue to see this throughout the day today as well. So it's going to be really good news. And as we head into our current temperatures, our temperatures are mainly in the 70s at this time, except here in Gordon at 68 degrees, here in Scottsbluff at 72 degrees, and we have 71 in Alliance. And throughout the rest of the day, we will see those temperatures increase into the upper 70s to even low 80s here in Scottsbluff. So it's going to be a really nice day. And once we get into our Wednesday, however, we will be monitoring the chance of some strong to severe storms with a marginal to slight chance of severe weather, and that means that we're going to be seeing some damaging winds and hail, and heavy rainfall will be a possibility during this period of time. So Victoria, looks like the storms are coming pretty soon.
Andre, and the Nebraska State Veterans Cemetery project is moving along. They were able to lay concrete foundations and start framing on multiple buildings, but weather has impacted progress since winter, and paving streets is the next part of this project. Vice President Stuart Johnson says rain events have a major impact on progress and schedule, but they have also explored alternative construction methods in order to keep the project on schedule. They plan to utilize some rock stabilization and some geofabric to provide better support for those saturated soils. They are also considering using hydrated lime and soil stabilization to prevent the ground from being as muddy. One veteran service official says this project means a lot to veteran communities.
They're buried with their fellow veteran. They served together, many of them, and it's just a place of honor. As we know, Fort McPherson in Nebraska is, and all the national cemeteries and state veteran cemeteries. It's just a place of honor for the veteran to be buried alongside their fellow veteran members.
Don Schuda says veterans' wives are also eligible to be buried in the cemetery. And according to the Nebraska Rural Radio Association, the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services announced a new overdose prevention dashboard. The purpose of this dashboard is to help providers and community members understand how overdose rates in Nebraska change based on age, over time, and by substance. Data can be viewed by local health departments or statewide. Resources can be searched based on an individual's location or zip code. A resource highlighted on this dashboard is naloxone, which is a medicine that can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose within 2 to 3 minutes. For more information, you can visit stopodne.com. And now here's John.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. Local graduating basketball players in Scottsbluff over the weekend for the annual Panhandle Prep All-Star Basketball Games. On the girls' side of things, it was Team Blue defeating Team Red 76-52. Scottsbluff graduate Paige Horn would earn MVP honors, scoring 25 points for the Blue All-Stars. Chloe Ahrens of Sydney chipping in with 11 points. The boys' contest went down to the wire with the Red All-Stars defeating the Blue All-Stars in a close one, 91-87. Douglas's Levi Curtis would take home MVP honors for the Red All-Stars in the win. He would also claim the slam dunk contest. Sydney's Isaac Doty finishing with 25 points for the Blue All-Stars, while Garing's Jackson Howard and Wheatland's Lily Nichols claiming the three-point contest titles. That's all from the Sports Desk. Everyone have a great rest of the day and see ya!
And that's all we have for now. Remember to join us weekdays for the Panhandle Roundup, covering the stories in the Panhandle that matter to you. Have a great day.